Here's number 21 from section 3.2. We have an implicit equation, 6x squared plus 3xy plus 2y squared plus 17y minus 6 equals 0, and a point, -1, 0. Our directions are to find the equation of the tangent line and normal line at the given point, and it's -1, 0. So let's start by finding the derivative. So we're going to take the derivative with respect to x of both sides of this equation, and that's going to give us 12x. Next, for the 3xy, we want to use a product rule since that's 3x times y. 3x is the first function, y is the second. So we would look at 3x dy dx plus the second function y times the derivative of the first function, so that's 3, plus the derivative of 2y squared is going to be a 4y dy dx. Next, a 17y, that derivative is going to be 17 dy dx, and the derivative of -6 is 0. To the right of the equation, the derivative of 0 is also 0, and we can begin to combine our terms or put the terms with dy dx, keep them on the left, and all the other terms move to the right of the equation. So we're going to keep the 3x dy dx. We're going to keep the 4y dy dx. We're going to keep the 17 dy dx. To the right side of the equation goes the 12x, so now that's -12x, and the 3y, now that's -3y. Then we're going to factor out the dy dx, leaving us with 3x plus 4y plus 17. And then on the right is still the -12x minus 3y. We'll divide by that remaining factor, 3x plus 4y plus 17, on both sides of this equation. Now, with dy dx, we need to find the slope first of the tangent line, where x is -1 and y is 0. So we're going to take dy dx and evaluate it at -1, 0. So let's plug in the -1. So that'd be -12x times the -1 minus 3 times the y value is 0 over 3 times the x value of -1 plus 4 times the x value or the y value of 0 plus a 17. So in the numerator, we're going to have a 12. In the denominator, we're looking at -3 plus 17, so I see a 14, and that's going to reduce to a 6/7. So the tangent slope is 6/7, which means the equation of the tangent line is y equals 6/7 times x minus a -1, so x plus 1, and we don't need to write plus 0 at the end. And now finally for the normal line, we'll take the opposite reciprocal of the tangent slope, which tangent slope 6/7, opposite reciprocal is -7/6, and that's also times the quantity x plus 1. There are our answers for number 21.